Welcome back, friends. Point 4. Use concise language. Eliminate unnecessary fillers. There is a silent enemy in communication. Not lack of vocabulary, not lack of knowledge, but something far simpler: unnecessary words. Fillers, noise, clutter, those tiny, harmless-sounding additions that slowly weaken a message until nothing strong remains. Words like, you know, actually, basically, like, kind of. They slip in quietly. They pretend to help, but in reality, they eat the strength of your message, bit by bit. Concise language is not about speaking less. It is about speaking with precision. Like a surgeon cutting away what does not belong. Like a writer deleting every extra line. Like a leader delivering only what matters. Because powerful communication is not built with more words, it is built with the right words. The world listens differently to concise speakers. People lean in, they feel clarity, they sense confidence, they recognize control. Concise language carries a message with the weight of intention. No fluff, no confusion, no wasted breath. It travels faster, hits harder, stays longer. Because when you remove noise, meaning becomes visible. Every unnecessary word has a cost. It wastes time. It reduces authority. It interrupts flow. It exposes hesitation. And most importantly, it forces the listener to work harder than they should. In a world where attention is shrinking, you cannot afford that. Your message must move straight, from your mind to theirs, without detours, without friction, without fog. Conciseness is not coldness. It is clarity. It is respect for time. It is respect for attention. It is respect for the listener's mind. A concise communicator does not speak fast. He speaks clean, simple sentences, strong verbs, direct ideas. No ornamentation that distracts from the main point. The power lies not in decoration but in direction. Look at the world's most influential voices. Diplomats negotiating under pressure, CEOs presenting in boardrooms, military leaders briefing their teams, journalists delivering breaking news, teachers explaining complex ideas with ease. They all share one trait: clarity through discipline. They speak as if each word carries weight. Because it does. Fillers are not just sounds. They are signals. Signals of uncertainty. Signals of unpreparedness. Signals of drifting thoughts. And listeners pick up these signals instantly, even subconsciously. A filler can weaken authority more than a mistake. A filler can turn a sharp point into a dull one. But once removed, the message sharpens like a blade. Clean, intentional, undeniable. Conciseness demands courage. Courage to cut. Courage to stay silent. Courage to replace noise with clarity. Most people speak to fill space. They fear silence. They fear stillness. They fear the gap between thoughts. But a strong communicator understands something deeper. Silence is not a weakness. It is a tool. It gives rhythm. It gives space for understanding. It gives authority. Conciseness is not about rushing. It is about choosing. The discipline begins before you speak. You ask yourself, what is my message? What is essential? What is unnecessary? What slows me down? What strengthens my point? Then you strip away everything that does not serve the meaning. This is not editing. This is craftsmanship. A sculptor does not create by adding clay. He creates by removing it until the form appears. Concise language works the same way. You carve, you refine, you reveal the message inside. But conciseness also asks deeper questions. Can you resist the impulse to explain too much? Can you trust your ideas to stand without decoration? Can you speak with the confidence that clarity gives? Can you remove the extra without losing the essence? These questions test discipline. They test emotional control. They test your relationship with your own voice. Because concise speakers are not just precise, they are intentional. And intention shapes perception. The real transformation happens in practice. You begin to hear your own fillers. You begin to notice clutter. You begin to shorten your sentences. You begin to replace long explanations with crisp insights. You begin to speak with weight, not length. Slowly, your language becomes cleaner. Your communication becomes sharper. Your presence becomes more authoritative. People start saying, "You speak clearly. You explain well. I always understand you." That is the reward of concise language. The lesson is simple but powerful. Every word must earn its place. Every sentence must carry meaning. Every message must move without friction. Cut the noise. Remove the fillers. Speak with intention. Speak with structure. Speak with clarity. Because in a noisy world, the voice that speaks concisely is the voice that gets heard and remembered. Thank you so much for watching the video.